Okay, I wanted to bring you guys along with me. I'm going to test out a new sourdough recipe. I found a creator on here that made some sourdough discard oatmeal cream pies, and my husband and my son Cohen are obsessed with oatmeal cream pies. They love them. So I thought we'd give it a try. I will tag her in the comments below so that you guys can follow along. But we are going to start out by making the cookie, and then we'll do the cream filling later. So you need to start out with 1 cup of softened butter, but it still wants it cold. So it's still a little bit firm. It's softened, but not all like completely squishy. Like I've only had it out on the counter for maybe a half hour. So we're going to put that in here. And then I do have the oven preheating to 375. So we have that as well. And then we are going to do 1 whole cup of packed, like firmly packed brown sugar. I'm just going to pack that in. And this is a half a cup because we need a half a cup of regular sugar as well. Okay. 1 cup of brown sugar. And then half a cup of regular granulated sugar. Okay, and then we're going to cream that together. I am using my KitchenAid. You can also use a hand mixer if you don't have a KitchenAid. Okay, so I thought it was filming and it totally wasn't. Once you've got the butter and sugar beaten together, we're going to add in 1 egg. I did crack it into a measuring cup first just to make sure I'm not going to get any shells in the batter, and then you're not having to dig through it. And then we're going to do half a cup of sourdough discard. And I have so much discard right now. I have not made any discard recipes for a hot minute, so this will be great to get some of this used up. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to add before we mix it again is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I was supposed to make these cookies yesterday when I made the granola, but after Bentley woke up from her nap, Cohen really wanted to go ride his dirt bike. And so I just said, you know what, cookies can wait. We will go ride the dirt bike. So once you've got that in, we're going to mix it all together. You want to mix it until it's smooth, but don't over mix it. So I'll bring you guys back once we've done that. Okay, now that that's mixed, we're going to set it off to the side and we are going to do our dry ingredients. So we are going to start out, sorry, my sister was calling me, with 1.5 cups of flour. And this is just regular all-purpose flour. Okay, 1.5 cups of flour. And then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Okay, sorry, I had to move my big flour container out of the way. And then we're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. A 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. And then 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, and now that we've got those dry ingredients in a bowl, we're just going to give them a little quick mix. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy because we still have to add the oats and mix that in. So just making sure there's no like clumps of your seasonings. And then we're going to add in 3 cups of quick cooking oats. Sorry, you guys have to watch me do the half cup because you guys know I am not one to dirty up. I'm not going to dirty a whole bunch of measuring cups, you guys. I'm going to do one and then I'm just going to use that. And if I have to do 6 scoops of oats to get to the 3 cups, then that's what I'll do. There's no point in dirtying all of those extra measuring cups, at least for me, because I do tend to bake quite frequently. If I use like 3 cups for every time I bake, I would seriously, my dishwasher would be full of dishes all the time. Okay, so once we've kind of got that mixed together, we are going to add it into our butter mixture, and we're just going to slowly add it in until it's all combined. So I won't make you guys listen to the mixture. Come back when that's done. Okay, once you've got it all mixed, this is what it's going to look like. And you're going to take one like heaped up tablespoon, which I've measured out, and this cookie scoop is actually like just over a tablespoon. So I'm going to take these, and I have my cookie sheet lined with a silicone sheet, and you're going to put that on, and you're going to do them about 2 inches apart. And then we're going to bake these at 375 for, I think it said 10 to 12 minutes. Again, I'll make sure I tag the creator in the comments, and then just let me know if you guys want the recipe and I can write it out and message it to you guys as well. So I'm going to fill up this cookie sheet and then we'll come back.
Okay, we're back a couple hours later. We're gonna hurry and bust this out. We are gonna make the cream for the oatmeal cream pie cookies for the sourdough discard oatmeal cream pie cookies. So it calls for 1/2 cup of softened butter. I'm gonna try and get through this fast for you guys. Plus Cody took the kids to go ride Cohen's dirt bike, and I've got dinner going too, so we have a very limited time little frame that we're on. So we're gonna hurry and bust this out. So then we are going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar. See it all poofing out. I love the powdered sugar dust. Okay, and I had to have Cody grab me another bag, so let me open it real quick. Okay, so last one of powdered sugar. Okay, and then it is 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then it's going to be 1 to 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, depending on the consistency. So I'm going to add the vanilla, and then I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon of milk. We'll mix it and see what the consistency looks like, and then I'll let you guys know how many we ended up adding.
Okay, so I did end up adding both tablespoons of the cream. I just feel like it needed it for the consistency. And then I am just going to use a little rubber or silicone spatula, and we're going to spread it on the cookie. I'm going to do kind of a little glob, and then I'm going to use the other cookie to kind of spread it around and smush them together. You guys, I am so excited for my kiddos and my husband to try this. Who am I kidding? I'm excited to try this. So let me get the plate made up and I'll show you guys the very end. Okay, I definitely still have more to make, but I feel like I'm playing Russian roulette on when the kids are going to get home. So here are the sourdough discard oatmeal cream pies. Thanks so much, guys.